everyone, welcome to another Fashion Friday. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking statement pieces today. What is a statement piece? Statement piece is a piece that makes a statement. Duh. So today we're going to be talking about statement pieces, and they're my favorite thing ever. Statement piece is basically any piece of clothing or accessory that would, kind of give someone a visual clue as to what you like or who you are as a person or whatever. So I'm going to teach you about statement pieces and why they are awesome and they are worth their weight in gold or silver in this case. So I'm an introvert. I'm actually balancing my camera on a book about introverts right now, but most people wouldn't know that because on here and once people get to know me, I'm pretty outgoing and I'm pretty much an open book. But if I'm in large groups of people or at a party where there's a lot of drunk people, I shut down and get really weird, or I start talking nonsense. I've always been that way. I've always been kind of quiet unless I know that someone is cool or not. And by cool, I mean probably totally lame like me. So I started using statement pieces as a way to kind of invite the right people into my life. There is no right or wrong, but like the people that I want to hang around. So I ended up using this trick a lot with my clients, especially the ones that are super awkward in interviews and in photo shoots. So for instance, I have one client, he's a male. He is like a country artist and he was kind of awkward in interviews. So we invested in some really beautiful pieces for him to wear accessory wise. He had a bracelet that had the coordinates of his hometown. So if someone could go, hey, what is that? Oh, I'm from so-and-so, Alabama. Well, tell me more about that. It opens up a conversation. It makes a statement about themselves. I'm from Alabama. Tell me more about it. And then you can speak about something that's not the weather. So I really like using statement pieces. I kind of look at people like a fashion anthropologist. So for instance, if a woman has on a certain kind of bag, then I kind of get a little visual as to who she is. When I carry my vintage Louis Vuitton, I get women that know what that is, that want to talk to me. And I'm not saying it's a right or wrong thing that you do or do not know, but it also kind of attracts the people that you'd want to hang around into your life when you go out and you feel awkward and there's no dog at the party. So I'm going to give you a few examples of statement pieces, and these are my personal statement pieces. They're going to be different for everybody. I wear a lot of really big, this is my latest pull. This is a huge turquoise ring, but it's got arrows on it. This is from King Baby in Nashville, and this is a statement. It says, I like big rings and I like turquoise. So usually I can find my people in a room. Another thing that I'm going to show you is this is my favorite bracelet I own. This was my grandmother's in the 70s and it's a gold fox. Can you see that, guys? It's a gold fox and it looks like that. I wear it a lot. You'll see it in my videos, and if you've ever wondered what that is, it's a fox. This belonged to my nanny in the 70s. And every time I wear it, I get comments on it. And the people that usually comment on it are the ones that like old jewelry or think the 70s are cool, or it's a conversation starter. Because if I have to stand in a bar full of people I don't know, I'm usually on my phone, on Instagram instead, because it's easier than trying to make conversation. But I've made so many friends with that bracelet that are still my friends today because they like foxes in the 70s. This is technically my wedding present. I wasn't supposed to get it yet, but Tobin got his. So this is my next statement piece that I just got. I told Tobin when we started dating that I wanted to get like a Carmen Sandiego hat, like an oversized like cranberry-ish fedora. So I got it. I've worn this twice so far. It's got a feather in it. And I've always wanted a hat like this because it's super easy to like hide bangs that have grown out. And it's just kind of cool to just throw on. And it works on someone who's my height. And I wear a lot of suits, so it's kind of cool to throw on. But when I've worn it, the type of people that come up to me are people that have something in common with me. Have either a love of weird 70s culture or love fashion or whatever, because it takes a certain kind of person to be drawn to something like this. I wear a lot of oversized turquoise, mostly because I like oversized for someone my size. I should stop saying my word size. And I like that kind of jewelry. So I always notice other people's jewelry, and then it opens up a dialogue. So for instance, there was a guy that had on, he was an older like biker dude. Normally would be very intimidating, but he had on turquoise pinky ring. Comment on the pinky ring, it opens up a conversation because jewelry and accessories are super personal to people, and that's how you can get kind of an insight into who they are as a person. If you compliment something, they'll usually tell you where they got it, and then you can get by the whole "this party is awkward" vibe. And I have used this trick for years. I use it on my clients in interviews. It works like a charm. I had a client of mine that was a hunter. You know how I feel about that. But he had something made from the bones of one of his animals he killed. But it worked wonders in interviews because someone would ask him about it, and then he would tell them. And then all of his fans that were hunters knew that he was one of them. So in a way, your statement pieces kind of attract your tribe. Now, if you're not into oversized turquoise or pimp hats or whatever, then there's something out there for you. Be it you want to have a certain kind of clutch when you go out instead of your normal purse. Just something a little different, a little more special that sets you apart from everybody else. If you look like everybody else, I guess you're going to attract friends. There's going to be people that'll be like, oh, I have the same bag. That's cool. But I always like to put my clients in something that's going to set them apart just a little bit, be it cufflinks or a watch or a tie or something that when someone walks up to them, they'll go, that looks really cool. And then you have a conversation that ends up kind of being a little deeper than surface level, because surface level makes me really uncomfortable. I get weird. I get really weird being around drunk, crazy people, not having it. I turn into a mom. I'm like, is that really wise? Drink your water. Did you eat something? But instead, I can sit in the corner, be the mysterious chick in the pimp hat, and someone will come over and talk to me about where I got it, or where it's from, or do I like looking like Huggy Bear? The answer is yes. So guys, tell me what your statement pieces are, and if you're afraid of statement pieces, then tell me what you are afraid of. Because there's nothing to be afraid of. You don't have to wear hubcaps on your hands. You can wear something pretty dainty. I should probably do a video on different types of jewelry styles for people. This is not practical to walk around in sometimes. Sometimes it is. This is pretty easy. I just throw it over my head. Thanks, babe. I stole your necklace. Yeah. So that's my little spiel about statement pieces and why they're important. And I'm filming this on a Tuesday. So if anything catastrophic happens in between now and Friday, don't judge me for not having it on Fashion Friday. I love you guys. I will see you next week. Bye.